Adrienne, Marla in the background, always making this food for thought. Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, happen like clockwork. I don't even remember a Saturday that they've ever missed, right? Because we believe so heavily, as Adrienne said. And so, as she mentioned, Beverly Grandison, what I'm excited about, and let me just throw it out there real quick and then I'll keep it going. But we have three female Black NMDs now, and you're going to be hearing from the third one for our guest speaker today. So I'm really excited about that. She's a trailblazer, making things happen and impacting a lot of lives along the way. But at any rate, I've been with this company now 17 years, y'all. This is phenomenal. Time is flying, and it gets better and better each time. We just came off of a profound all men's call. If you weren't on that call, and if you're visiting with us for the first time, welcome to this call. Get with the person who invited you, ask them about that call. It was powerful what the men threw down. But what you're going to learn on this call, food for thought, Tower Gardens, that's what we come and talk about. But not only are you going to hear about Tower Gardens, you're going to hear about the Juice Plus Company. That's who houses the Tower Gardens. The Juice Plus Company has been around for now 52 years this year. And 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago, they created Juice Plus, the product, which is fruits, vegetables, berries, and grains. And we now have all plant-based omega that's all in capsule form. We also have an amazing protein powder and a high protein powder, and then some complete bars. So a very small product line, plus the Tower Gardens. That's it. We don't stock the product. The company ships, bills, does everything. We have a great time sharing our love. And I tell people for the Tower Garden, you own it, you grow it, you show it. And we have fun doing that. So you're in an amazing community of like-minded, like-hearted people that see a bigger vision for sure. So we got thrown into this on a medical reason, and we were trying to get in control of our health. And we were able to do that with some amazing neighbors who shared this company and product with us. So we made some major lifestyle changes, a lot of prayer, and guess what? All the education that comes with this company. So this is not about just taking a product or just buying the Tower Garden. This is really about learning how to really get in the driver's seat of your health. So we're now in almost 30 countries. The Juice Plus product has now, I think, 40 clinical research studies that are double-blind, placebo-controlled, gold standard studies that prove what we're saying is happening in our bodies. And we're not here to make any claims that Juice Plus heals, prevent, reverses any diseases. That's not what we're saying. And we're not making any income claims. But what we can tell you, and Adrienne has shared on many previous calls, that it can absolutely replace your current job situation right now. A lot of Uber Nation, a lot of gig economy is here. And guess what? We can buy back your time and have that supplemental income that can give you more options. For my husband and I, it's more options to give. It's more options to share God's love and light.
Johnny Grandison. They are the other half of this dynamic duo. It's always a pleasure to be on this call, and so we're so happy to have each of you. We're going to switch up some things today because, as Beverly's kind of said, a lot of us have come to this company for a lot of different reasons, whether it be through the health and nutrition door, or through the financial door with the business, or even just the Tower Garden door. We want to take control of our food sources, and so this is an excellent opportunity for us to just kind of share some of the things that many of us have been experiencing for a while, and that now we can expose you to. So what I'm going to do now is actually turn my camera around so you can see the Tower Gardens. We switch things up. So here is our Tower Garden Home. It's the newest model. It actually has a 13-gallon base at the bottom, and it has a pump that pushes the water up through the center of the tower, and it showers the root system as it comes back down. This new model actually has 16 full-size ports, but also has 16 microgreen ports at the top for a total of 32 plant sites. It has an LED grow light, so you can actually do it indoors or outdoors, and it also allows us to do it year-round, especially for our northern neighbors up in Canada and Minnesota and New York and all those other places where it gets cold seasonally. They're able to just bring it indoors or in the garage and so forth. The LED lights actually has their own built-in timer, as well as the pump system. So it's literally, we actually have it set to turn the lights on when the sun comes up in the morning and goes off when the sun goes down in the evening. So we really do very little work other than make sure that nutrients and the pH are in it. Here, I'm switching over to the Tower Garden Flex, which is the original model. It actually has a 20-gallon base down at the bottom that holds that much water, and it has 20 full-size plant sites. We can make these go smaller, or actually we can actually extend them to go 14 feet in the air if we so chose to. But it just gives you that flexibility and allows you to grow many things that you like to consume. We have a lot of the different basils, purple and green, and chives, and romaine and Cherokee. We even have oregano, and we had some tomatoes on this particular plant even indoors. The basil grows exceptionally well. So now what I'm going to do is actually step over outdoors. I'm just going to walk through the kitchen out to our deck. So we literally call it from tower to table, where you get a chance to just step out and do what you want. So the same towers that you saw indoors, we actually have the same tower gardens outdoors. So this is the same tower garden flex. It holds 20 gallons of water. We simply don't put the grow lights on it, which allows us to do outdoors. And so I have my lovely wife out here to assist, because she just start, some of her green beans and
green beans.
Yeah,
They need to come off now. Y'all saw me eat them last time, so they need to come off. So they're going to come off. But I'm really excited about taking off these cucumbers. So we got cucumbers galore this time, and because we know if we don't take them off, I'm going to eat them. Look at this, guys. We got cucumbers galore. Look at these. Can you see that, guys? I mean, we've got cucumbers galore. So, right, you can show them the whole.
So while she's going in the greenhouse, which we're actually going to take that out too, because we're doing a lot of transition. You see a lot of the shards and green curly kales and more chives, and we have a beetroot plant. This particular plant actually has been growing over 5 years now. We simply just continue to crop it off at the bottom, and then it came out with these little baby shoots. And so again, it just had more and more chard. Same with this one here. Just continue to run, but the harvest is wonderful. And then you got a chance to see some of the Tuscany kale that's been growing here, and it's definitely rich and so forth. We got a lot of the, cucumber. No, not these are the squash and zucchini plants that are coming up here. So she just took out a few more of the cucumbers that were growing indoor in the towers.
Is this amazing or what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, organic cucumbers cost money. This is my savings. I've got peppers growing. He'll show you all of that on the other side. This is like an amazing process. Did you show them these right here? These are big old zucchinis or whatever these are popping up.
Zucchini down at the bottom.
Yeah. So those are popping up, guys. I mean, this is something that you really want to invest in, because it's well worth it, and it's going to save you a lot of money, and it keeps you at a happy place. I mean, this is my pharmacy, my doggone store right here on my deck. Who wouldn't want to do this? Look at this. I mean, I almost want to bite it right now in front of y'all, but anyway. All right.
So nonetheless, this kind of lets us just show the greenhouse. I'm explaining that we just never took it down from the winter. We just threw another tower garden in there that we had, since we weren't actually going face to face at that time. And so we'll be taking that off pretty shortly too. But inside, you can kind of see the zucchini, cucumber plants, and the peppers, and the more lettuces that we actually had here. We actually have a watermelon plant on the back side as I walk around with the oregano. And so you see that actually growing. So we'll be able to report on that pretty soon. And she mentioned a lot of the peppers that are starting to grow here too. So the key is just to have fun, grow a lot of things that you like to grow. Here's some eggplant. And have fun with it, and it gives a chance to do it. So the person that invited you to this call, you get an opportunity to just talk with them, and they can show you how you get an opportunity to actually participate in a tower garden of your own, whether it be 1, 3, 12, or community garden. Just have fun with it. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Adrian.
But wait, Johnny, how come the ground looks wet? But that's impossible. You can't have a tower garden out in the rain.
This is a garden just like any other, and it gets wet, it gets the wind, and just like with anything else, wind actually helps it strengthen, and so we just let it stay accessible to the elements.
Yep, because the tower gardens love the rain.
Yep, and we just rinse it off too when we need to. You just come out and do some tower maintenance, just rinse it off, keep them clean, and you're going to be happy. Trust me. Look,